Today's poly rib belts made with EPDM are much less susceptible to rib cracking than the previous generation neoprene belts. But even though the new EPDM rubber doesn't show rib cracks as quickly, it can be prone to belt slip out because of rib wear, which is why you need the cleverly designed Dayco Awareness Tool, which helps you inspect a poly rib belt for rib wear to determine if it needs to be replaced. The three measurement indicators on the awareness tool are: first, the rib profile indicator; second, the rib wear indicator bar; and third, the rib crack window. Each area does its job quickly, easily, and accurately. When the rib profile indicator is inserted into a brand new poly rib belt, there are no side or flank voids showing on the ribs. When it's inserted into a worn belt, however, the belt rib tips bottom out, and voids appear on the flanks of the belt ribs. This example would indicate side-to-side movement, which caused a wallowing out of the ribs. To use the ingenious rib wear bar correctly, the tool should be held like this. Place the bar longitudinally in a central groove of the belt, with the tool perpendicular to the rib tips. Do not tip it up or down, as this will result in a false reading. When the rib wear indicator bar is placed into a new belt, the top of the bar is visible above the tops of the ribs. When it's placed into a used belt, however, the top of the bar is lower than the rib tips. The bar has seated in the widened, worn grooves of the belt. This is a good indicator that the belt needs to be replaced. The third area of the tool is the rib crack window, which is 1 inch square. If there are 4 or more cracks visible in the window when placed flat on a length of belt, replacement is recommended. The quick, easy, and accurate Dayco Awareness Tool. Be sure to keep it handy in your toolbox or on your keyring. This tension gauge, referred to by most people as the cricket gauge, is a simple tool with few moving parts. Unfortunately, most service technicians don't use any kind of tension measuring device, instead relying upon the calibrated thumb method. Dayco engineers working with service technicians at training workshops have seen the thumb method under tension belts by 20 pounds to as much as 50 pounds. Although the cricket gauge is a well-designed, accurate tension gauge, it faces one big problem: operator error. So here's an explanation of what to do and what not to do when using the cricket gauge. The cricket gauge is available from Dayco in 2 sizes. The smaller size is for V belts up to 7/8 of an inch wide, with a tension range of 30 to 150 pounds, or 14 to 70 kilograms. The larger size fits poly rib belts with up to 14 ribs, with a tension range of 100 to 300 pounds, or 45 to 135 kilograms. To use the cricket gauge, insert your finger under the rubber strap and onto the pressure pad. For illustration, we'll use a belt installed on a laboratory test machine. Place the gauge on the back of the belt, not the rib side, centering it across the width of the belt, and as close as possible to the middle of the belt span. It's critical that the widened area on the bottom of the gauge lay flat on the back of the belt and parallel with the belt edge when performing the tension measurement. Once the gauge is placed correctly, the next step is to slowly depress the pressure pad, pushing the cricket gauge perpendicular to the back of the belt. The slower you go, the better chance you have of stopping immediately after the click to get a correct reading. If you push too fast, you'll overshoot and a faulty reading will occur. Next, remove the gauge and read the belt tension by looking at the number where the top side of the pivoting arm crosses the numbered scale on the body. This reading is 140 pounds of tension. Here is a $1,000 electronic tension gauge measuring tension on that same belt. This gauge registers 138 pounds, which is within 1% of the cricket gauge reading. The extra few seconds it takes to use the cricket gauge carefully and correctly will be rewarded with accurate tension readings, especially when compared to the much overused calibrated thumb method. Here's another great tool from Dayco to help you work smarter, not harder, and help you fix your customers' noisy accessory drive problems the first time. It's the Dayco Laser Alignment Tool. Not just another laser tool, the innovative Dayco design outperforms the others. First, the machined aluminum body is lightweight and durable, but keep in mind that this is a precision instrument and should be treated accordingly. Second, unlike laser tools with cumbersome attachments, Dayco's aluminum body has magnets that secure it into the grooves of the reference pulley, usually the crankshaft pulley, assuring a stable stage for accurate laser projection. Third, Dayco's exclusive target component is also magnetic, so it easily attaches and aligns with the grooves of the target pulley. Fourth, the specific target for the laser is the line that runs through the word Dayco. The laser projects a line, not just a dot, a significant improvement over other laser tool designs. This projected line makes it possible to identify both axial and angular misalignment. All these features are designed to make everyday use quick, easy, and accurate. Here's how it works. Safety first. Never stare into the laser beam. Irreversible damage may occur. Before using the tool, the vehicle's battery should be disconnected and the serpentine belt removed. First, place the tool on the crankshaft pulley, making sure it seats properly in the grooves. The laser will automatically turn on when the micro switch is engaged. Aim the laser at the desired pulley to be compared. Next, place the target into the corresponding grooves of the target pulley, with the word Dayco pointing in the same direction as it is on the laser body. Align the laser as closely as possible to the target line that runs through the center of the word Dayco. If the alignment is correct, the laser will align exactly with the line as shown. If the laser hits somewhere else on the target, but is still parallel with the line and the word Dayco, there is axial misalignment. If the laser hits anywhere and is not parallel to the line and the word Dayco, there is angular misalignment. That's it, as promised. Quick, easy, and accurate. Dayco's innovative design eliminates all the guesswork. After you use this tool, correct any misalignment, and put on a new Dayco Poly Rib W profile belt, your customer will drive away happy and stay that way, thanks to you and your Dayco laser alignment tool.